Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh hell. This is well, first of all, let me get this out of the way. I am DaVinci. You are watching DaVinci Reacts. Welcome, Renaissance crew. Um, for those of you that don't know, the reason why I'm kind of I ain't gonna say I'm scared because I ain't like that. I ain't no punk. But damn. So somebody decided to do a remake to Resident Evil 3. Yeah. For those of you that never played Resident Evil 3, for those of you that never played Resident Evil, it's a great series of games that was made by Capcom. Hopefully, I don't have to get too deep into it. If you're watching this video, you know what Resident Evil is. Resident Evil 2 was a fun game. I never really got too far in the original Resident Evil 2. I mean, I barely played the opening segment, and after that, I cut it off. I never played it again. But I have, like, watched parts of it. But one thing I didn't know about Resident Evil 2 going into it was about Titans. I didn't know anything about the goddamn Titan. So when I played that in the remake, which you guys can see on my channel, I have a playlist for that playthrough where I beat Resident Evil 2 with Leon and Claire. The freaking Titan was a complete surprise to me. I almost shit myself on camera. That was live. That was all live performance, by the way. And that was coming from a game that I didn't know anything about Titans. So even though it was in the game, you can kind of get around it by like, it's not the main focus. Resident Evil 3, the Titan is the goddamn main focus. If you don't know about Nemesis, then something you're gonna learn today because Nemesis will get all up in that ass, and it is no joke. The one thing I liked and was terrified of in Resident Evil 2 Remake was when the Titan is introduced, it is constantly moving in the background. So like if you run away from it and go to a different part of the mansion or the police station, it's still out there and it's coming after you. Like you can run into it still. It's like it doesn't disappear like most games where it's out of sight and it just like disappears and it doesn't reappear until you like go into the room it was in. No, this thing will travel from room to room and find you. So the thing I'm afraid of is in Resident Evil 3, Nemesis is constantly chasing you. And I mean constantly. Resident Evil 2, there are segments when you run into Titans. And once you get rid of them or you get away from them, that's it. Resident Evil 3, that doesn't happen. The Nemesis is the be-all, end-all, the alpha and the omega of Resident Evil 3. You will run into his ass at the beginning of the game, and he will be the last goddamn enemy you fight at the end. So he's here to stay. And I'm afraid they're going to have it like chasing you the entire game. And it's just going to be a constant game of like running away. That's what I'm afraid of. I hope that's not the case. But at the same time, I kind of do hope it is because it'll make great live footage. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this, see what it has to offer. Damn. I don't know if I'm screwing up, but oh man. Well, let's get into this. This video is uploaded by IGN, by the way. The original link is in the description box down below.
I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been able to sleep this week.
2010.
And a big fucking sinkhole in the street.
You gotta stay strong. Don't give in to fear out there, right?
How did this
All right,
happen?
calm down, buddy. Calm down.
Send reinforcements.
No! Wait! Hurry up! Help me!
It's going back. Raccoon City, September 28th. Is this Jill? Is this Jill? Holy shit. I don't know if that bookcase is going to do a lot. Nemesis is a big bastard. I was just about to say it. I wouldn't be surprised if he broke through the goddamn floor. Nemesis was the first stereotype that taught me that a motherfucker walking around in a trench coat is something you should be on the lookout for at all times. Like, the original trench coat mafia, Nemesis was no goddamn joke. Jill.
Jill?
He's not wearing their outfit, but that's cool. I don't mind that.
What the hell?
Very
How
notable.
could this many people be infected?
This city is completely cut off, isolated.
Don't look at me like that, all right? I'm not infected.
But right now it's got a hard-on for the only 2 stars left in town.
They don't need a bleeding
I
heart
don't want to
like
think
you
about
getting in
Nemesis
the way.
hard on, please. The hell is that?
Star's office
Keanu
has to be
Reeves?
in this direction.
Gets worse every night.
I will say this. Keanu Reeves, I don't think, has ever been in a Resident Evil game, but after saying it, I would not be against the idea. Just throwing it out there. Keanu Reeves versus Nemesis, I'd give you my money for that.
This direction.
Gets worse every night.
They don't want the world to know what they've done.
Oh, my head.
What's wrong with Umbrella?
Get in!
I can't stop them all.
You gotta get out of there.
You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
No, wait.
Oh, come on.
We've got to be dreaming.
Resident Evil 3.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values that create the foundation for Umbrella Corp.
March 4th, 2020. Oh, wait a minute. This is interesting. I don't see any icons for Xbox. I mean, it depends on when it debuted. Sometimes I know whenever, like, Sony is having an event. I'm not sure when this was announced. I know sometimes if Sony is having an event and they do a trailer at the event, a lot of times you won't hear that it's released on Xbox also. So it's possible it is released on Xbox. They just didn't announce it on this video. But it is interesting. It takes me back to the old days, back when PlayStation 2 well, back when competing consoles in general had different games. Nowadays, consoles are like the exact same. That's one of the reasons why I stopped buying like both consoles. I'm thinking about getting a Switch. That's because Switch has a lot of unique games. But that's because Nintendo develops their own games and they're only going to develop on Switch. So Resident Evil 3 also includes the online game Resident Evil Resistance. What is Resident Evil Resistance? Okay, pre-order and you get the classic outfits. That's cool. For the PlayStation 3. Or for PlayStation 4 or whatever. Okay, well, there's one more video that was released that I decided I was going to do a reaction to. And this is... It says Resident Evil 3 Special Developer Message, Gameplay First Look. So this will give us an idea of how the game is going to be. Now I'm wondering if they're going to show off the Nemesis and talk about the mechanic I was talking about earlier, because if they do, that would be interesting.
皆さんこんにちは、バイオハザード RE3 のプロデューサー、川田と
同じくプロデューサーのピートです。
I will give Capcom a little bit of credit. I've been talking a lot of crap about Game Freak and Pokemon and stuff, and how they're not trying to be innovative and cater to long-term core fans. Capcom, for a minute they were doing that, just like Konami. Like there was a point in time when a lot of Japanese development studios were just like flat out getting away from games and starting to do stupid stuff. Like either they were focusing 100% on mobile or pachinko machines, whatever the hell they were doing. But now Capcom seems like they're starting to go, like take a 180 and go right back in the direction that they used to be. Like I'm old enough to remember that back in the day when you saw Capcom or Konami, the icon or whatever, the splash screen at the beginning of a game, you knew you had a special game. Like I'm talking about like back in the Super Nintendo days and stuff. When you saw Konami or Capcom, you knew that was a quality game period. Like, you can go back to anything. Capcom can make a freaking Disney game with Mickey Mouse, and it'd be one of the best platformers that released during the generation. Like, that's what I'm talking about, the levels of quality. And then it just, like, slipped. But now it seems like Capcom is starting to come back. Like, Resident Evil 2 was amazing. This game looks like it's going to be amazing. Monster Hunter World is a great game. Like, they're coming back, man. Hopefully Konami will pick that stick up and carry it too. Like, come on now, get your stuff together. Get out of freaking pachinko machines.
最初は商品の説明からいきましょうか。
バイオハザードシリーズ屈指の人気キャラクターである、ジル・バレンタインが今回活躍するバイオハザード RE3 とオンラインマルチプレイのバイオハザードレジスタンスの2タイトルを今回1本に収録して2020年4月3日発売となります。
発売まで結構近い。
Alright, so this is my first look of Nemesis. And they made it more terrifying. Yeah, that's exactly what Nemesis needed, to be more scary. Thanks for that. Thanks. Like, god damn it. At least the damn Titan on Resident Evil 2 still looked like a somewhat regular person. He just he got like ran over by his face got ran over by like a big truck with deep threads in it. But this looks like, what's the thing I was thinking of? He looks like something from like a really dark anime. You know those anime where like you actually see people get killed and there's a lot of blood and gore and stuff like that? Like, what was the anime called? Blood Sea, I think. He looks like some shit that will come out of that. Like Parasite or something like that. He looks like something that will come out of one of those tragic anime.
と驚いてくれたら嬉しいな。
ファンの方からもバイオハザード3のリメイク要望っていうのはやっぱりたくさんいただいてまして、今回ついに発表できたっていうのは大変開発者の人としても嬉しく思ってます。
ぜひバイオハザード RE3 を体験してほしいですね。まず、主人公であるジル・バレンタインの紹介です。 彼女はシリーズ第1作の主人公の一人でしたね。
彼女は第1作の事件以降、元凶である。
I don't think they've ever done a remake of the first game in the same style as these two ones that came out. I know they did a remake for Resident Evil 1 all the way back in like the GameCube days, but I don't think they've done a remake with this particular style. Now, I could be wrong. I remember there being some something about Resident Evil a while ago for PC, but I think that might have just been like a remaster, not a remake. So if I'm wrong about that, let me know and I'll go and try to find the first remake and play that. But to my knowledge, I don't think they've ever like remade the first game.
アンブレラ社の捜査を続けていましたが、事態が急変します。パンデミックが発生したラクーンシティから脱出を図らなければならなくなります。
Why is it the protagonists of these games are always like immune to the virus? You can get bit by a zombie as many times as you want and never get infected.
We're survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
I don't think that's how germs work. Oh wow. He's like,
ご覧いただいている通り。
Let's go back.
ご覧いただいている通り、カメラ視点はビハインドビューを採用しており、バイオハザード RE2 と同じような操作性でゲームをプレイすることができます。
オリジナルから一緒など変わってますよね。開発側では結構気に入ってます。
今回ゲームデザインの方をやはりその RE2 と比較してもアクションに力が入っていますので、それに合わせたリメイクっていうのを行っています。彼女の衣装に関しても同様に改めてデザインの方を起こしている設定になっています。
カルロスもオリジナルからだいぶ見た目変わって渋くなりましたね。
頼りがいがあるキャラクターとして、ジルと共に、ラクーンシティからの脱出を図る、そういったキャラクターに今回、生まれ変わっています。次はバイオハザード RE3 でも、最重要なキャラクターともいえる、ネメシスの紹介です。
シリーズでトップクラスの人気を誇り、オリジナルの頃追跡者とも呼ばれていました。
RE2
でも評価の対象だったタイラント以上にさまざまな方法でジルを追い詰めていきます。
それではもう一つのタイトル、バイオハザード・レジスタンスについても少し紹介しましょう。
こちらは先日クローズドベータテストも行い好評いただいたオンライン対戦ゲームになります。
本作は4人のサバイバル脱出をマスターマインドが創出する非対称の対戦ゲームになります。
マスターマインドはクリーチャーを操ったり罠を仕掛けたりといった今まで
So it's like a dungeon master. That's cool. So the person like actually creates creatures and stuff. I'm wondering if there's like a limit, like you can't just make a room like with 100 lickers and then just like, okay, this is the level, figure it out, guys. I'm imagining there's like limitations to the mastermind's power, but yeah, it seems like it'll be fun or terrifying if you're one of the 4 people that actually has to go through the level.
今までのシーズンにはなかった面白さがあります。
一方、サバイバーは4人で協力してマスターマインドの作り出した窮地を乗り越える達成感を味わいます。
バイオハザード RE3 はシングルプレイのバイオハザード RE3、キャンペーンモードとオンラインマルチプレイ対戦の、バイオハザードレジスタンスの2タイトルを収録して2020年4月3日発売となります。またジル・バレンタインのフィギュアなどが同梱されたコレクターズエディションも発売となります。
数量限定なのでファンの方はぜひチェックしてくださいね。
こちらが、コレクターズエディションに付属するジル・バレンタインのフィギュアです。
ようできてますね。
やはりディティールにかなり
because I will be getting the Final Fantasy VII Remake Collector's Edition, which costs around $300. And I'm imagining this will probably be expensive as hell too, but hopefully they'll be selling something like this on eBay or something, and I can buy it from there. Or if they're smart, they'll sell it separate after a while, and I can pick it up from there.
こだわった作りになっていますし、それだけに非常に良い仕上がりになっているんじゃないかなと思います。今回のこのジルフィギュアのスケールなんですけれども、以前発売されている、レオンのフィギュアともですねサイズを合わせて作られてますので、並べて飾ることもできる、大変、コレクター性の高い、フィギュアになっているかと思います。
というところでいかがでしたでしょうか。
本作が発売できるのもすべてバイオファンの皆さんに応援をいただいているおかげです。このような素晴らしいコミュニティがなければここまで実現できなかったと思います。
And completely to echo what he just said, it's really thanks to the community that we can make a game like this. So thank you so much for your continued support, and we hope you look forward to the game.
ではまたお会いしましょう。
See ya.
April 3rd, 2020. Resident Evil 3. Yeah, I get it. Resident Evil Resistance. I get that. Yeah, looks amazing. Looks freaking terrifying. For those of you that don't know, I do play games live sometimes. I haven't been doing it recently because of issues with my internet and my computer. It just they don't really work in a long time. Like, I can't play a game for a long time because one of them is going to start fucking up and it's going to cause the stream to mess up bad. And I'm trying to wait until I got everything ironed out before I get back on live stream. But hopefully by the time these games come out, everything will be settled and I'll be back to doing live gameplay videos. But if you're interested in seeing the videos that I've already done, you can see them right here on my channel. Just look up DaVinci Plays and you'll be able to see all the gameplay videos that I've done. I also have a Twitch page that I will stream on sometimes. Matter of fact, the next time I stream a game, it will be on Twitch because Twitch is a little bit more lenient when it comes to copyright and things like that. You don't have to worry too much about a song playing in your live stream and then them immediately shutting down the damn live stream because you violated some type of copyright or some shit. But yeah, I will be doing Twitter. If you want to find my Twitter, it's just Devon_DaVinci. Spelled the same way as my channel. Just put an underscore in the middle instead of a space, and you will find me. Until then, I mean, that's really all I have to say. I'm looking forward to this game. There's a ton of games I want to try to get into. Besides, like I said, Final Fantasy and this game are two of my biggest as far as my wish list right now. I will have to look up more games that are coming out next year to see what else catches my attention. But yeah, I'm in heaven. PlayStation 1 was my go-to system. My favorite console that ever released was the PlayStation 1. I'd probably say second place is tied between the PS2 and the SNES. So either way, depending on how I'm feeling, I might like one over the other. But PlayStation has always been my #1 favorite console of all time. Just the opening sound effect when you cut the system on and it has that and then the that is the best opening to a video game console I've ever experienced. I get chills listening to that sound effect. But with that being said, that's all I have to say. This video was, I'm pretty sure, uploaded by IGN. I will have a link for IGN's channel at the end of this video, so you can click on that and go to their channel and watch their videos, things like that. If you want to see the original videos, I will have links for all the for both the videos in the description box down below, so you can watch it on your own. Have a family member do a reaction to it if you want to show it to them. Somebody you know that's a fan of Resident Evil, you can send them that link instead of having them watch it with me talking over it. Or if you're a YouTuber yourself and you want to do a reaction to this video, you can use that link to get to the original video so you can do your reaction. With that being said, I'm Devon DaVinci. Hopefully you've just been a little bit more enlightened. I look forward to see you guys in a future video. Until then, I'm going to give you the deuces, and I'm signing out. Deuces.